What's up, everybody? If you already own this fountain pen, I would suggest you take it and put it in your hands and fondle it throughout this video, because I certainly will. Those are, of course, the Jinhao X750 fountain pens, one in a brushed stainless and one in a so-called frosted black with silver accents. Both fountain pens, or all fountain pens from the X750 line, are made out of metal, have a very strong clip, very strong. Silver accents, says Jinhao, has some squiggle lines there, and says X450. And the problems which most fountain pens from Jinhao have is that the model number is supposed to be on the exact opposite as the Jinhao writing, you know? This one is slightly tilted to the left, this one is slightly tilted to the right when you look at the exact opposite side at 180 degrees of this Jinhao logo. So that's just it. Fountain pen has a silver clip, silver band on the barrel and on the cap, and a small band, a thin band on the bottom. This one has a polished bottom and a polished top. This one is just the same color as the cap and barrel. Both fountain pens are have slip-on caps and have the black, same black, matte black grip section. Now, maybe you can see the difference. Does it focus? Why doesn't it focus? Fuck it. Those have different nibs. Okay? So much to quality control. At least both nibs are good. So, you just don't know what nib you might get. So, I have another fountain pen from Jinhao right here. There's an X450. And this one is gold. And it's not like that either. But it's the same nib, like this. There's a two-tone nib, silver and gold. I think those are called number 6 nibs. Have the same writing on there and everything. Just completely the same nibs. But this nib is different. And this nib, let me just reach for another pen here. And even this nib is different than the one on the Jinhao 159, which has another nib. The shape is basically the same. Those shoulders here are a little bit more below than the one on this nib. And also the squiggly lines and the writing and everything is different on this nib. So you have within one line of fountain pens you have two different nibs, so I just can't guarantee what you're gonna get. Either way, I can tell you both nibs are good. What else can I tell you? That this cap doesn't fit on this grip section, because then it will rotate loosely. So quality control, just half a millimeter maybe difference. So yeah, the barrel has a converter in it, standard Chinese converter, screw type. And I like the screw ones a little bit better, just for fine tuning, because when you have those slide converters, you just might get stuck and then you thrust a little bit more and then you have ink squirting out and bloodshed everywhere. So those are still two very nice pens. The black one I had first, so we'll first write with this one. Let's get the paper nice and straight. Just standard college college paper. Fountain book? What the fuck? So if you post it, you have a really big pen. And I vary, to be honest. I still haven't found out whether I like the balance better unposted I have very large hands, by the way, but it's still large. I hold it very high also. If you hold it down there, it's a little bit different. I hold it quite high on this not too sharp thing. I just forgot the name, brain fart. Oh well. Two, three, four, five. This nib is very wet, gives just a little bit of feedback, but very positively so. Very nice feedback. So it's on the broader side, which is absolutely awesome. It's a broader medium and very wet, smooth, even flexy. But it is on the broader side, so you can't get too much out of it. This one, on the other hand, well, this one particularly, this one has the same nib as this one again. This one is very awesome. I'm just gonna write with this unposted, just for kicks. So this nib is different. It's a little bit finer. I want to say this is a strictly medium nib. The other one is a little bit broader. I think you can see that, and it flexes just a little bit more. What is really insane, this one has the same nib, but it is a two-tone nib, and I am just not sure if this just might as well be gold plated, because this one is so springy and gushingly wet, and this one is so awesome. Let's just show you. Oh my god, this is so wet. And I have to write with this pen a lot bigger, just not to smear anything. It railroad a little bit down there, but this one is so wet. This one is so wet. Just gonna talk a little bit and color with this one. This one is not super broken in. I haven't written with this. Wait, this is the wrong pen. This is the wrong pen. So it's still wet. One from the X750, and this one is the same nib as this. I have too many pens on my desk. This one has the same nib as this, but this one hasn't been written with so much, but this one has. This one is a lot wetter and a lot springier. This one is springy and wet, but the other one is just a little bit more extreme. So it dried now, but either nib you get, you now know that you can get a variety of different nibs with the same pen, and those are just fantastic pens. I really like the weight, and writing with this unposted feels very nice because they are thick and a little bit more heavy. Not too heavy. They don't get top heavy when you post them. Just very, very nice. Extremely sturdy pens to just throw around. Metal. Really, those are not only great beginner pens, those are great pens for everyone who wants to use a pen in a rugged environment. Those have a fantastic performance. Very cool finishes. I just got some classic finishes because I like those. I don't like the funky ones too much. Sometimes I do, but those are just awesome sturdy pens. You can really try to break those, and You might not even be, victorious. I just forgot the other word. It's so late. And thanks for watching. Get those pens. I will annotate a link or not. You can search on eBay for the cheapest, which you find fit. And thanks for watching. Have a good night. Roll Tide.